Let's do the lesson now in high school algebra 2, which is basic concepts of probability. Let's get started. Lesson 2.1.1, basic concepts of probability. By the end of the period, with at least 80% mastery, students will be able to define the basic concepts of probability, list the elements of a given events from real-life data. What is probability? Probability is the study of randomness and uncertainty. Probability allows us to quantify the chance that a certain event will occur. For example, there is a 30% chance of rain tomorrow. Our chance of winning the lottery is 1 in 41,416,353. Probability is based on the idea of a random experiment. That is, an experiment where the outcome cannot be predicted with absolute certainty before it is run. Let's look at some definitions. A probability experiment is a chance process that leads to a well-defined results called outcomes. An outcome is the result of a single trial of a probability experiment. An event is one or more outcomes of an experiment. A sample space is the set of all possible outcomes of a probability experiment, and probability is the measure of how likely an event is. Let's look at example number 1. Given an experiment, you are going to identify the elements of the sample space and give example of an event. Toss one coin. What are the elements of the sample space? So a coin can only have two outcomes, the head or the tail. So the elements of the sample space are head and tail. An example of an event is head or could be tail. Next experiment, roll a die. In rolling a die, the elements of a sample space could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And an example of the event is any of these outcomes, so it can be 5. Next experiment, answer a true-false question. So the elements of the sample space are true and false. So an example of the event is any of these two could be true. Next experiment, toss two coins. So in tossing two coins, the elements of the sample space are HH, HT, TH, TT. So an example of an event is could be HH. Example number 2. Find the sample space for rolling two dice. So let's construct the table, and we have under column 1 we have die 1, the outcomes of die 1, and we have also the outcomes for die number 2, possible outcomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So supposing the first die shows a 1 and the second die or the die number 2 shows a 1. So the element now will be 1, 1. Supposing die number 1 shows a 1 and die number 2 shows a 2. So the element would be 1, 2, and so on. 1, 3, we have 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. Now, next, supposing die number 1 shows a 2 and die number 2 shows a 1. So the element is 2, 1. If the element of die 1 shows a 2 and die 2 is 2, then it will be 2, 2, and so on. Okay, list the elements of the following sets. Letter A. E is the event that the sum is 9. So when the sum is 9, the combinations are 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, and 3, 6. Only these 4 elements. So the elements are 6, 3, 5, 4, 4, 5, and 3, 6. Letter B. Let F be the event that the sum is less than or equal to 7. So less than or equal to 7. All of the elements that are included in this group here. So we have how many of them? There are a lot of them. So when we list all these elements, we have from 1, 1 to and so on until 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3, 3, 4, 2, 5, and 1, 6. Example number 3. Find the sample space for drawing one card from an ordinary deck of cards. Solution. There are 4 suits in a deck of ordinary cards. The hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. And 13 cards for each suit from ace through king. So all in all, there are a total of 53 outcomes in the sample space. For the heart, from ace to king. For the diamonds, from ace to king. For the spades, from ace to king. And for the clubs, from ace to king. Example number 4. Find the sample space for the gender of the children if a family has 3 children. Use B for boy and B for girl. So, here are the elements of the sample space. In other words, we have if the first child is a boy, second child is a boy, third child is a boy, then one element is boy, boy, boy. If the first child is a boy, second child is a boy, and the third child is a girl, then the element is boy, boy, girl. And so on. We have boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, 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 boy, boy, girl, boy, girl, 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 boy, and girl, girl, girl. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elements of this sample space. Example number 5. Use tree diagram to find the sample space for the gender of 3 children in a family. So actually this is just the same as example number 4, So we will expect the same answer also for the sample space. But this is only represented using a tree diagram. So let's start. If the first child is a boy, the second child is a boy, and the third child is a boy, then the outcome would be boy, boy, boy. Okay? If the first child is a boy, the second child is still a boy, third child is a girl, then the outcome is boy, boy, girl. If the first child is a boy, second child is a girl, and the third child is a boy, then we have boy, girl, boy. So the outcome is boy, girl, boy. If the first child is a boy, second child is a girl, third child now is a girl, then we have boy, girl, girl as our outcome. Okay? If the first child now is a girl, second child is a boy, and the third child is a boy, then the outcome is girl, boy, boy. If the first child is a girl, second child is a boy, and the third child is a girl, then we have girl, boy, girl as the outcome. If the first child is a girl, the second child is a girl, and the third child is a boy, then we have girl, girl, boy as the outcome. Finally, if the first child is a girl, second child is a girl, and third child is a girl, then we have girl, girl, girl as our outcome. So, listing all the outcomes, we have boy, 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 girl, boy, girl, boy, boy, girl, girl, and so on until girl, girl, girl. If there are no more questions, then let the students complete the classwork until the end of the period. Have a nice day.